thing.
Alright. So as soon as you all made it back from dealing with the B3, you receive a Hollow email regarding another potential job opportunity. A very wealthy man has purchased a very valuable item. The email doesn't say what this item is, but it is something very valuable to him particularly. The item was stolen from him by an unknown individual who is as it's shipped to him on Tatooine by a local cargo company. It's essentially he is shipping it via the Star Wars equivalent of Prime shipping with insurance. So there's going to be there's going to be a group of armed individuals. The main cargo itself is inside of a heavy speeder. It's like basically just this regular speeder, but with like extra armor and extra armament to make sure that it is basically prone or at least immune, at least more or less vulnerable to the elements, because this is Tatooine we're talking about. You never know what happens, especially with a speeder. So you are hired by him because of him hearing something about Lucky. So it appears that and it basically said that Lucky is actually there is a rather good sniper. And considering that, the rest of you, I just don't have to think about this for a sec. Considering like the rest of you have already made a name for yourself around the area, they decided to contact you for this reason anyway. So,
Well, I'd like to get more information on what we're actually looking for.
here's the thing. The email says it is something that it is a particular object. He sends you what number the package is. He doesn't want you to know. They do not want you to know what the package is in particular, because you are to just get the package, not look at its contents, and then get it back to him. That'll be
Any
it.
information on security detail or
Yeah,
defenses?
the security details on the actual speeder itself. It is actually holding multiple packages at the moment. You guys know the exact number for the thing that he is after. However, you can there is multiple items inside there that could be of interest. However, you are only able to get one of the packages because the security system on it rather rather crazy. You can do one of them, or you can make a tech check. I think it was, yeah, I think according to my records, you have to make an 18, a DC 18 tech check.
Mm.
Otherwise, the security system will lock down, and yeah. So it's essentially that. So you basically tell Lucky you want him to go. There's basically a sand dune that's right around this area. I
Uh,
have I have it
wrong
labeled
map.
on the wrong map.
Still on the big
Uh,
battle map.
I know you guys are on the big battle map, but I'm saying it's right over there.
I see a fucking map with like a thing and two speeders.
Yeah, this thing in two
Have
speeders.
I?
I'm saying it's right around this
I
area.
also don't
I
see
forgot
you
to
on
label it.
the thing Black at.
Yeah, I just noticed I joined the wrong map.
No, it's not the wrong. Yeah, you guys didn't join the wrong map. I have it labeled
Or
on
wrong
the.
No, no,
game,
no,
wrong game.
Black Hat wasn't in the fucking correct roll 20.
Okay, this one is one in the correct campaign. Okay.
I may have brain damage from being in Victor Stream. Honestly, that's probably what happened.
Honestly,
There we
it's
go.
very
Never
fair.
mind.
All right, so it's located right around here. I have it labeled on I have it labeled on the newer or at least on the newer maps I've made. So they could just forgot to put it in there. And there's essentially like a sand dune that's right here, but that's not exactly like a full-on sand dune. It's meant to be just more like a covering space that Lucky can take shot at the driver at. So essentially, Lucky takes his shot. Lucky takes his shot, shoots the driver directly through the windshield, and essentially the speeder starts to slow down
Mhm.
until coming to a complete stop. The speed of the other speeders that are protecting it in the convoy also stop as well. And I think. And as this happens, they walk out, or at least the people that are defending it, they walk away from their speeders. One of them comes from the heavy speeder itself. Now that the driver's dead, they begin to search the area. Until you all just come in swooping in out of random. You guys find a random ass land speeder that you guys stole off some random oyster farmer. A familiar oyster farmer. You steal it from him, and you basically just try to make a dramatic entrance by running straight into it. At least running straight towards
Correction.
Peter's direction.
Under Imperial law, we commandeered it. We have to return it, but we can't just take it because we're doing police work, air quotes.
Yeah, you guys borrowed it. I literally have it labeled in here as you borrowed a land speeder from some oyster farmer.
That's why I got us all that fucking Imperial certificate. It's 500 credits, but it does allow us to do this. God, that thing's going to save.
However, the land speeder is not in the greatest shape, and the land speeder basically doesn't exactly shut off. It literally just turns off all of a sudden, and you basically just crash it right around here.
Mm.
You guys technically borrowed it. You can give. They'll find the scraps eventually. Still technically borrowed it. And also, Lucky is over here because of the.
Yeah, I put him right next to it because look in the distance.
Yep. And you guys should be able to start right around here, and those orange circles, they are meant to be just extra cover you can go for.
Mm. Uh. Oh wait. Actually, I can't remove that one. I can grab pit 2 instead of that one.
Also, Black Cat, you're going to really, really love what's going to happen later on.
Mm.
It is going to be glorious.
Yep.
And I think that is.
I'm also assuming Lucky counts towards my droid cap.
No, he doesn't exactly contour his door cap in this scenario.
Mm.
Because it's really just going to aim at the back. It's really what's just going to be. Besides, it's going to be there, just you aren't allowed to use them. That'll all be.
I cannot make George's token double sized. Fuck. Or
We can make Georg. Is it which one's
no, that
Georg?
one in the corner was me accidentally putting pit 2. I did not mean to grab pit 2. I meant to grab pit and EGL 21.
And this
The
is
other one
Georg.
that's yeah, this one's Georg.
Friend.
No, I said George, not Georg.
No, George. Wait, so what
George is the one that
personality?
has. George is
Georg.
the one with brain damage. George is the one that's fine.
Okay. All right. So essentially, these convoy guards begin to ask you, "All right, all right, state your business around here." With our driver literally just got shot off. Oh, we're literally trying to find some random asshole decided to shoot him for some reason.
Uh, providing assistance. We saw a blast bolt firing and thought we should provide assistance, but as you can see, our own speeder bike just broke down.
Oh shit! Well, that's perfect timing as well. Actually, that speeder bikes look like that speeder looks like absolute fucking shit. In fact, I think I've
Also, should I roll deception for that?
yeah, sure. Just roll deception. These guys don't have very good charisma.
I mean, it would be wisdom to see through that.
Wisdom.
Yeah.
Also, you could have let me roll intimidation, because, you know,
That could.
that would normally be the type of thing that probably have been better, honestly.
Alright,
Mm.
deception. Alright, so it worked on him. Yeah, shit. Yeah, that thing. I think you've probably been like. I think they stole it from somebody else. I'm not sure if you like stole it or whatever. Honestly, I don't give. Honestly, we don't care about anything, but just as long as you don't fuck with us. Because
Mm.
I'm just doing because we're just doing this to get paid. That's all it is.
Well,
Just gotta get. We just gotta. I'm not sure if we have like anybody we could potentially like trust with actually driving this, especially because well, we'd have to leave one of our speeders unless we loaded it up into the actual cargo thing itself. Yeah,
I do have a lifter droid with me.
lifter droid.
Uh,
Oh, that actually would help a lot. Actually,
and I just want to like whisper over to me. You go around back and just assassinate one of them.
So
Oh,
what?
pretty much whispers to me, just hey, you go around and behind one, assassinate them. I'm gonna keep them distracted.
I
See if
mean,
we can take this without blaster bolts firing.
yeah, that would be funny though.
okay. And really, my character is not the most stealthy individual,
Hmm.
like, at
He has
all.
an you have an exoskeleton on, so
Yeah,
yeah.
I have a fucking exoskeleton on Black Hat, like,
Oh yeah, I don't mean to be hidden from it. I'm just saying we gain these guys' trust. We try and help them out, and when all of their backs turned, we slide the knife in the back of the neck. Assassin's
okay.
Creed style.
I mean, alternatively, there are other fucking things that could be done. Like,
And what's your suggestions?
I mean, fucking, like, my character does have, force powers. Alternatively, we can just, fucking, oh, what is it? What is it? Goddamn, state that we're, uh, that, we fucking were asked by one of the clients to pick up a package with something 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 package number, and just fucking try to do that.
I'm assuming by us being hired by the job that he doesn't trust this though, or there is some reason he couldn't.
No, that's because the package was stolen from him, and we're trying to take it back.
And
Hmm.
so what I'm saying is we could just fucking, you know, say, oh yeah, also fucking uh what is it? We were fucking asked by a client to look after the thing to make sure nothing happens and to retrieve a package if something does. This is the package number, and yeah.
All right, then change gears to that plan then.
Yeah. You wanna roll
And
deception for that?
aye,
Because you have the higher deception score. I guess I'll also give you
yeah.
help with that. Okay.
Alright, so you're rolling Deception 4?
Pretty much also
Just-
inform them that
or
we
to
were
to
also
say that, like, also the fucking person of such and such package wanted us to watch the thing to make sure that nothing happened, and if something did happen to the fucking thingy, to like get the package for them so that you know nothing happens to it.
You know what?
yeah.
Considering our driver literally got shot up, and you've actually surprisingly been chill with us, and we didn't have to put a bunch of blaster bolts into your ass. I think we'll probably trust you with this one, I guess.
Mm, mm.
Also, you mind if we like show you a few things on the cargo thing? Because there's like a few other packages that we're supposed to be delivering. And just a lot of them were actually rather interesting. Also, there's
Uh,
like
uh, me, if you want to do that one. Meanwhile, I'm going to have George lift up the speeder bike we crashed and Pit and EGL repair it, essentially, and help Pit and EGL repair it, essentially. We did borrow it. We should return it under Imperial law,
yep, under
or else we
Imperial
risk a
law.
fine. So, should I risk tech to repair it, or roll tech to repair it?
Yeah, just roll tech to repair it. This thing's already
Hmm.
been like jury rigged beyond belief, so.
Hmm. I'm also going to have the pit droid with a fusion cutter help me. So tech, that'll be with advantage. 17.
Alright, so 17 then. Alright, so it's back in working order.
Mm.
Alright, that's good. And also, can that droid help us lift one of these speeders onto the thing itself so we can drive it?
I'm just like, George, go help him. Pretty much send them over.
Alright, thanks.
Mm.
And, yo, I know you probably really like droids, right? Am I right?
Absolutely.
So, there's this very, very funny thing that I've seen. It's essentially the crazy madman we're supposed to be delivering you're supposed to be delivering that thing to.
Mm.
He was working on this thing that's called its secret weapon. And essentially he just takes like a package, and he basically just tries to like open it slightly to try and showcase it
Mm.
until eventually it comes alive. A loud gonk is heard as this monstrosity of a gonk droid appears. It's essentially a gonk droid with essentially it's a weaponized gonk droid that is essentially a walking bomb. Essentially a walking bomb with multiple blasters attached to it, a couple lightsabers as well as basically the amount of weapons that it has is basically too much for its frail body to be able to handle. So every time it gets turned on, it literally just falls on it literally falls on itself, its feet dangling in the air.
It's beautiful!
Yes, this thing, I don't even know why somebody would even want this thing. Why somebody would even make this.
I
I
mean,
know it's
look at it. Isn't
beautiful.
it obvious?
Yeah, but
It's
here's the thing.
absolutely a work of masterful.
Yeah, the worst thing is, this thing, its armor has been purposely damaged, so any attack that would be done to this would basically cause an explosion. It's essentially a walking bomb. I don't even know who in the right mind would design this kind of thing, but they did. Alright, so alright, I'm gonna put this back so it can deliver to somebody else. Maybe unless you really want this thing, I can try to say that we lost it in like you lost it in like a sandstorm or something. Honestly, I don't care about this job. I'm just a mercenary. I literally am only getting this job as a temp position. I honestly don't care about it at all. So,
Hmm.
so I think I'm trying to make like a offer. You can repair the armor and all that to make it normal, but about 60,000 credits. You can also fix it up a little bit. Or, I think we probably think it's recommended to remove some of the weapons on this.
Give me a second. I'm thinking. Fuck it. I'm slapping down that credit, and I've got credits for, and I got plans for this now.
Yep.
I'm
Honestly,
going to repair its armor and make it a fucking trike gonk droid with all these weapons. It's going to be on. It's just going to be a fucking gonk droid tricycle with a bunch of weapons attached to it.
Okay. All right. So I think this is George again.
Yeah, that's George.
All right. So they load it onto the cargo
Yeah.
ship. So that's one less cargo for us to worry about, and also you kind of made space for us to put that speeder bike there. So thanks for that.
Yeah.
Besides the
Anyways, I also tracked the money.
all right, thanks for that. So we're probably
Also,
just gonna.
could you add that gonk droid to my things? Cause a gonk droid, funny gonk droid.
Yep. I'll give you access to it. I already have a character sheet available for it.
Mm.
You can increase the armor class.
I'm gonna increase the armor class and replace its legs with like fucking 3 wheels so it's motorized to increase its speed, and just make this thing fucking goofy.
I literally have it named Secret Weapon.
I was,
And one of its signature abilities is Big Boom. When
but
Conqueror loses 0 hit points, it explodes.
I was gonna name it Trigonkia.
Lord
No,
Gonkian.
no, Lord Trigonkia, because I want to make it into a fucking motorized gonk droid tricycle.
Yep. Yep. Trigonk. Also, I'm just gonna make its speed literally just 5. Because it has a saber thrust surge that will do 3b4 plus 2 damage, but it only moves 5 feet a turn, so good luck trying to use that.
Well, I'm going to replace its legs with wheels for now, which I'm guessing I'm just attaching fucking servo motors to now because I
You're
have those on
essentially
hand.
going to
But I'm
strap the
going to
leg.
increase this thing's speed later.
Basically going to strap the wheels off a mouse droid and put it on this.
Yeah,
Like
essentially.
essentially be like Gonk droid roller skates.
Yeah. Don't worry, buddy. You'll get better wheels later.
Yep. This thing will do just fine. I just recommend you increase the armor of this because literally this thing's
Yeah.
so volatile that we could almost barely even hold this thing in there. It's too much of a risk.
Uh, but I got Durasteel. I'll just be fucking making a Durasteel frame for it then.
Yeah, and remember, if this thing explodes, most likely you will end up dead. I believe this thing, even if you wear full-on Beskar armor, you probably will barely be able to survive this thing.
I mean, fucking just like shows how cybernetic I am. I'm pretty sure they could probably put back together what remains.
Yeah, I think I was mainly talking about the rest of them, not you.
Uh,
At least for like a regular person, it would be like that. I mean, most of you guys are literally cybernetic to the point that you guys literally are just.
yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So I'm probably just gonna get going now.
I
I'm probably just gonna dump this body out in like the ditch or something.
we'll take it off your hands and bury it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Also, this guy was. I think this guy looked like a skank or something like that. Yeah, or at least I've heard there was like a cannibal from like Narshada or something like that.
I mean,
Well,
yeah, it's honestly just more that ganks in general, like,
well, it's
are
just
carnivores and not very picky about, like, what they're eating.
skanks. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It probably would be recommended you do that. Just make sure to leave enough for some of the other creatures here to feast on it afterwards. Just leave like a little stuff on the bones. That'll be all. I care about the wildlife here.
I
So
mean,
he was
and dragon gems are valuable.
alright, so this guy hops on a speeder and this guy hops in the driver's side of it, and this guy hops in a passenger seat. As they all begin to walk off, or at least as they all begin to
Yeah.
speed up their
So we
thing,
got the
and
thing, and we got Black Cat and New Droid.
yep,
Also, you did not give me the permission to actually edit or see it.
okay. Can be edited control by Black Cat. I added
Yep.
it be secret weapon.
It's not appearing in my character list.
Can be edited in player's journal. Black Cat.
There it is.
Literally named secret weapon.
Yeah.
Big boom. Personality traits, literally just gonk. -1 intelligence, -1 charisma. Even less, surprisingly a decent amount of dexterity, actually. Also, I think what he can use this thing for, he can also use it to just as a regular power droid when the
Yeah.
need be. So you're basically using it as like a. Actually, you know what would be funny? Imagine during like one of the bosses, because it's a power droid, you can generate power from this. You could essentially just use it as like a mobile place to put like a battery state and to have like a laser blaster battery system or something like that.
Yeah, that makes it so I have 2 power droids now.
Yep.
Remember, I have the EGL-21, which is... Yeah.
I was going this session because I thought you guys were going to enter combat, but you guys ended up not doing that anyway. That's cool though.
Yeah.
If you guys sort of made friends, or at least made acquaintances with a few other people, and that's really about it. So I guess that's the end of the session, unless you guys want to do something else.
I mean, I want to make it a custom Durasteel frame because I got a decent amount of Durasteel, so how
Yeah,
much would like replacing its hull with Durasteel
the
increase its AC by?
considering like I think like Gaunt droids, they aren't exactly like all that. They don't require like that much Durasteel. Like, how much Durasteel do you have?
I just have it written down as 4, but I'm pretty sure that was like ripped off from a ship. So this is probably like a good 400 or a good 2 tons of Durasteel.
2 tons of Durasteel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd probably be about like 60 pounds. 60, probably more like 20, 40 pounds of Durasteel.
Mm.
Besides, these things aren't exactly made of Durasteel all that much.
Mm.
Because these
But now,
things,
how much would that increase its AC by?
think, just gotta check the numbers for armor because Durasteel, it'd probably increase it to about, I think about 14.
But no, before I actually use Lord Trigonkia, I'm going to need to increase his speed and maybe his hit point. One or the other, at the very least. If I
Yeah,
can increase his
I
speed, I can
recommend.
use him
Yeah,
for
those
utility.
hit points you can automatically increase that to about 12, I think. Because I added that 5 there because I thought this was just gonna be a joke boss fight. It was just gonna be like a joke boss fight, and the only person that was gonna make a turn would be Lucky. He would basically shoot for the legs, and the Conqueror would literally just have its. It would basically get. It would have to trip over, and its legs would just dangle in the air.
No, but no, if I can increase its speed, I can use it as an actual utility droid. If I can increase its hit points by a lot more than that, I can actually use it as a combat droid.
Or even better, you can probably get like a. You could probably get like a slightly more powerful version of an assault cannon, and literally just strap it to this thing, and essentially use it
Mm.
as a. Essentially, just use it as a portable MG station or something like that.
Yeah.
But I recommend you increase the HP for that, because
Yeah.
one wrong move and this thing just blows up in epic
Yeah.
proportions. Alright, so I think that's the session. Unless you guys
Short
want to.
one.
Yeah, no, it is a short one. I usually make shorter ones because you guys didn't. You guys did what I did not expect you guys to do.